But yeah, but what I really wanted to talk about is a mistake I made throughout my 20s. And I'm 30 now and I'm just beginning to snap out of it. And the lie which I told myself was that I like being alone. That there was some sort of heroic aspect to being alone. That, you know, I was this lone wolf, I was this independent figure, and I don't need friends and I don't need this, right? And I was just coping with anxiety basically. I was lying to myself. I was I was finding a good excuse to get out of social situations that would otherwise make me uncomfortable. And so it was all a big lie. And let me tell you the extent to which this goes, yeah. So I started doing this from a very young age. I was a bit of a troubled childhood and such. I had no good connection with my parents, and therefore I sort of isolated myself from them, and that pattern sort of developed into the lone wolf, alpha, sigma male sort of thing, right? And so it got so bad that I started looking down on people if they had proper social contacts and they had fun in social situations, right? So I would walk home. I will be doing drugs in the park. I will be smoking weed with my friends, blah blah blah. Just a bunch of outcasts, a bunch of rats in the park, just finding drugs. And I would walk home from the park, and I used to walk past through the harbor. And if you know anything about Dutch cities, the old harbor is where the cafes are, the pubs are, the bars are. And I would see all these people sitting outside on the terrace, just having a good time, drinking with friends, laughing. And I would look at them with utter contempt and disgust. Like, oh, look at these people. Look how fake they are. They, you know, I was really just, I was really just, I was actually maybe quite lonely even. And I was coping so hard. I was lying to myself so fucking hard. Saying that, right? These people are laying for doing this, and look at me, I'm above that, right? Unbelievable, can't believe it. And so, but this didn't end here. I mean, this developed throughout my 20s, right? Throughout my 20s, I started coping in a different way. I started working a lot, right? I made a good choice to start university, right? First did a bachelor's, now I'm at the end of my master's, so I was working a lot, right? And on the side, I was also doing a delivery job, so I had long weeks. But at a certain point, the long weeks became an excuse for why I didn't need a social life. For why I don't need no friends. I'm building my future. Look at all these people having fun. Well, I'm saving up money and building my future. Sounds logical, but it's a big fucking lie you tell yourself. Right? So I basically spent a lot of time being alone and thinking I would get anything out of it. Well, all I got was I was alone. Right? And it's not like I had zero friends, right? I had a few close friends which I saw like, once a month or something, right? I had my girlfriend who I saw then, multiple times, right? So that was my sort of escape from loneliness, right? But as a man, you cannot just have a woman, right? And just be with your girlfriend the whole time, because even though that staves away the loneliness, you need to be with other men. You need to have a sense of camaraderie, a sense of brotherhood, right? And that is what I was missing. Actually, it's what I'm still missing. Because now I moved to a new country by myself, and I broke up with my girlfriend, and now I'm here actually alone. And I'm in Norway, and that is not the most easy country to make friends. And because I haven't developed this skill, let's say, like, I would say I have a pretty good skill in making friends in general, but the problem is placing myself in the social situations where you make friends, right? Because I never engaged with that sort of stuff because I was too cool for it. I was too much of a cool guy, man. Yeah, I'm laughing, but it's quite sad actually, and I think a lot of young guys fall for this trap. And it's being fed by this grind, and the gym. Dude, the gym can also be a big reason, a big escape for people, right? You don't try me girls, you don't do this. No, you're just in the gym getting a six pack and you're getting fucking benching 300 pounds and shit. And it's all a big lie you tell yourself, man. Come on, you don't need to be in the gym 5 days a week. And I'm not saying you shouldn't go to the gym. I go to the gym, right? But there's a problem when it becomes a cope for life. When you start to use the gym as an escape because it's your little safe space, and then you can act as if you're pushing yourself and you're outside of your comfort zone because you put one more plate on it. It's all nonsense, man. You understand what I'm saying? It's nonsense. It's a lie you tell yourself. And it's a lie I've told myself, right? So I'm 30 now, right? And I'm just now starting to develop this sort of appetite for social interactions too, because I broke up with my girlfriend, right? So now I'm sort of like really, and I meet some people here and there in the gym. I have some people at the university, who I talk with, but it's not like a real friendship. And so I'm sort of learning this now to put myself into positions where I can, go to random places outside, be in public, be seen. That's even a big thing, right? I mean, most of us, we just go to our fucking obligations and then we go home and we are inside this house. Dude, I live by myself now. It's fucking boring. And so yeah, that is just what I wanted to talk about, this big lie I told myself, right? And looking back, I can't believe I bought that lie. I can't believe it. Yeah. Alright, man. So learn from my mistakes. Don't be an idiot. Don't be a cool alpha wolf. You're not a wolf, man. You're a human fucking being, and you need to have a sense of brotherhood. You need to have, you need to be social, man. That's what it comes down to, man. We got so used to being this individual. I'm an individual. Dude. But yeah. Peace.